In this video, I will go over the changes made in the software portion of Project 13 version 0.50. Most of the changes in this version were made under the hood and will be difficult to show. One of these changes include the creation of speed profiles. Project 13 will be able to detect if it is in a small closed space or in a wide open space and adjust its speed on the fly to suit the area it is in. This will help prevent unintended collisions in tight areas and allow better freedom of movement in wide open areas. The second change is Project 13 can now analyze your speech patterns and the words you used, and then will decide if your sentence has a positive or negative connotation to it. So now when you talk negatively about a person, Project 13 will know. Positive and negative words will also help Project 13 establish its mood, which I will debut in a future release of the software. There are two other changes in this version of the software. A come here command, which Project 13 will try and find the person saying the command and then move to that person's location. The second command is simply saying the robot's name. This is used to get the attention of the robot. Calling out the robot's name will have Project 13 look at you. One of the new features in Project 13 include the ability to ask the robot who it has met recently.
Recently I have met Joe Fresh, Bob Park and Sean Kelly.
Also, you can now talk to Project 13 about people by simply saying, I have something to say about, and then the person's name. But remember, Project 13 has a brain like an elephant, and will remember if you choose to speak in that person in a positive or negative light. When we ask Project 13 what someone has been saying about you, Project 13 decides if they have been talking about you in a favorable or negative light. If you talk about someone negatively for too long, then you will have to do a lot of work to repair the damage caused to that relationship. The last and biggest change made was to overhaul the random speech. For this, I implemented a true AI technique called Markov chains. I plan to detail Markov chains in an article in the future on hobbyware.org. I scrapped the old method of using sentence patterns where a verb might follow an adjective, which would be followed by a noun, in favor of calculating sentences using percentages, which are commonly used in Markov chains.
Do you lie to a contract? Lie to me about life. Life. Time for television. Fast car, the guy likes the girl. You like my coffee dark. Coffee with money always changes to her house for show. Are the price of an integer. I must find a poor food in Canada the better.
The result of the change is a significant advancement in the robot to formulate sentences that make sense. The results are often quite funny and becomes very entertaining to use. Because Project 13 always learns from the people it interacts with, it will never stop developing new ways to say things to you. I hope you have enjoyed this video. You can find more on the development of Project 13 and other programs, projects, and articles I work on at www.hobbyware.org. You can also follow me on Twitter using @terabyte13. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
Good for show. Good for television. Good for you can have the guy likes his coffee. Good for spending. Good for show. Good for Sam was time for the gift. Good for spending. Good for Sam works as a total nerd wears glasses. Good for free. Good for free. Good for 5 o'clock Sam's alarm rang. Good for Sam works as a company. Good for spending.